What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Welcome back. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. This is your review for Marrying Millions season 3 episode 1. So we start off, we have Rick and Erica. It looks like it's pretty much the same couples from last season. They haven't shown us anybody new yet. So we have Rick and Erica. Erica's letting Rick know how things went with her last fitting with her mom and her best friend, and she said, you know, they were kind of coming for you, but I had your back, boo. I let them know that's my man and you're not gonna be talking crazy to my man. And he was like, well, I really appreciate the fact that you have my back. Like, that makes me feel good that you stood up to your mom and to your best friend, you know, for me. And he said, you know, I get it that, you know, a lot of Erica's family and friends really aren't on board with this, but at the end of the day, I ain't marrying them. I'm marrying her. And as long as she cool, we cool, we cool. And so then they start talking about the wedding plans and doing things for the wedding. And he said, well, you know, I guess it's time that we really need to figure some stuff out. He said, what about, you know, how things go with the, you know, did you find a dress that you like? I mean, I know they was talking trash about me, but did you find a dress? So they decide they're going to start looking at venues. And of course, they're in Miami. So what's the biggest venue that they could go to in Miami? The most splashiest venue? The Versace Mansion. Now, we know that the Versace Mansion is no longer owned by the Versace family. It was sold, and it's like a restaurant, and it's this, and it's that, and you can actually have events and stuff there. And so we see that they go on a tour of the Versace Mansion, and of course, Rick loves it because it's splashy, it's flashy, it's all the things that Rick is. So he was definitely here for it. But Erica was like, you know what? I don't know if this is really what I want to do. And ultimately, she's like, listen, I think I just want to go home and get married in Illinois. Yeah, I know Rick ain't here for it. Rick is like, I really ain't trying to go to Illinois. I thought the last time I was there was the last time I was going to be there, okay? But at the end of the day, if that is what she wants, then I love her. And, you know, wherever she wants to get married is where we're going to get married. So then we have Noni and Reese, or Novi and Reese. Nani, yeah. They've been living together for a couple of weeks. You know, things have been going pretty well. And but he wants to get away. He said, listen, I want to show you some of my world. And he invites her to go camping. Now, of course, she's like, I ain't never been camping before. She was like, can we just go do a spa day? And she was like, I mean, are there going to be bears there? I mean, what's really going on? Because, of course, they got this whole mind, you know, she's got this whole vision in her head of what camping was going to be. And so, you know, she agrees to go camping. And so they pack up and everything. And, you know, of course, she's nervous and she's worried, you know, about the whole thing and how the whole thing is going to play out. But they do end up going camping. And of course, we have the whole city mouse, country mouse thing working. She has to use the outhouse to use the bathroom, and she's so scared, and they see a deer and she's scared. And you know, he's like, I never thought I'd be going camping with the Range Rover, but okay, you know. But they end up having a really nice time, and she ends up really being able to see things from, you know, from his perspective, you know. And she said, it's, you know, at the end of the day, just because they're a couple doesn't mean that they have to have everything in common. But it is nice to expose each other to each other's likes and dislikes and hobbies and things like that. And she said something about being married, and he was like, hold on, slow down. Like, ooh, I just moved in. Like, I ain't even used to that yet. But hold on, player. And she was like, no, I get it. I get it. But although I think a part of her was like, I mean, the word marriage shouldn't make him react like crazy, but okay, I get it. I get it. So yeah, that was pretty much that thing, you know. I think I'm missing something in that conversation, but I'll double back if I need to. So then we have Bill and Bree. Listen, Bill and Bree, child. Bill and Bree. So Bill's parents are coming to visit. Now listen, how can I say this as nice as I can say this? If you are surprised to hear me say Bill's parents were coming to visit, then you are as surprised as I am surprised, okay? But his parents are coming to visit. Now, come to find out, his parents were divorced because his dad was a cheater. Both of his parents are pastors, and they have somehow found their way back to each other, and they are good friends now. Now, they will come to visit, and, of course, neither one of his parents are really here for him dating a 20-year-old, 22-year-old child, right? Bill gives this whole, so they you know, Bree's met his parents before, but this is the first time she's gonna be around them as long as she's around them. Now, part of my problem, Miss Bree, is I'm gonna need you to understand context and not be comparing apples to oranges. Because she was like, I think there's a double standard. I mean, when my mom wanted to come and stay with us, then Bill had such a problem with it, but his parents get to come and stay for a whole week. Girl, that is not the same. And you know it's not the same. Like I don't even have to explain that to you that it's not the same. Your mama lived in Dallas. She moved in with y'all because there was a shooting in her neighborhood and you got nervous about her living in that neighborhood. And your mama was rude and your mama was disrespectful to the process. Okay? That is that. His parents live in Arizona. They're coming to visit. They are in their 90s, 80s. Coming to visit. Girl, the comparison is not the same. Come on, stop it. Stop it. But anyway, they're having dinner, and Bill starts talking about Bree, and basically he starts saying, he was like, you know, I had a maid, and you know, he basically said that he replaced the maid with Bree. Like, well, you know, once we, you know, I realized that, you know, Bree could do all the things that she could do, and you know, Bree, you know, can clean the house and can cook dinner and make sure that I come home to a hot meal. And Bree was sitting there like, is he comparing to the maid? Am I the maid now? Then he has a conversation with his mom, and of course his mother let it be known that she really wasn't here for it. The fact that they are living together in sin, she ain't here for that. And she said, listen, you don't make the best decisions when it comes to women. You done had 2 divorces, okay, to prove it, all right? And I'm not really sure how I feel about the situation, you know, but you my son and I love you. And, you know, he was talking to her about how much he loves Bree and how he wants to be with Bree. And his mama was like, okay, but just don't do nothing stupid. And then he said something about Bree not wanting a prenup, but that the fact that he's never getting married again without a prenup. As you should. Like, I don't think any of these people should be getting married without prenups. That's just my opinion. I told y'all last season when we were talking about that other couple and how she made such a big deal about the prenup. Listen, I just feel like in this day and age, if you are dating someone with money, you should just expect that to be the conversation. I just feel like that. Like, no matter how generous they are with their money, no matter how nice they are with their money, when y'all start having a conversation about making this a permanent situation, you already know that should just be a part of the conversation. That's just my 2 cents. Anyway, nobody asked me, child. And his mother was like, well, that's not a good idea. Like, and he said, well, yeah, I would never get married again without one. Yeah. So anyway, that's Bree and Bill, child. Oh, Lord. Rodney and Desiree. So Desiree goes to, she's at her stylist getting her wig, her hair done. And they're talking about, she convinced Rodney to have an engagement party, right? So she's inviting some of her friends. Rodney is inviting some of his friends. And basically, Rodney's thing is, I agreed to have an engagement party to shut her up. Because at this point, I'm really, like, don't want to talk about this no more. You know, she wants to tell my family, and I ain't ready to tell my family. So I just figured if I agree to have an engagement party on the West Coast, okay, away from my mama and my daddy, then that'll shut her up for a little while. And so she's getting ready for the engagement party. Now, they get to the engagement party, and it's gonna be, the party's gonna be by the pool, right? But she has on basically a bikini with a wrap, right? She's got a little bikini top, her belly is out, and then she's got like it was a pretty outfit. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. It was a really nice outfit. But here's my problem with people like Desiree. Now, you got mad at him because you were dressed inappropriately to meet his parents, although you should have known you were dressed inappropriately to meet his parents. But you got mad because you were like, well, he didn't tell me. He didn't say anything. He didn't tell me that my mother wasn't going to like that. His mother wasn't going to like this outfit. He didn't say nothing. So, When you had on that outfit for the engagement party and he told you you were dressed inappropriately, your response to him was, I don't understand why Rodney's got a problem with this outfit. I mean, we're going to be by the pool. I got on a pool outfit. What's the big deal? What's the problem? He tripping. So Rodney can't win. When he tells you that you're inappropriate, or that he feels like you're inappropriate, you don't take that into consideration and you don't care. When he doesn't tell you, which he should have told you, but when he doesn't tell you, then you still got a problem. He can't even win. Anyway, so they have the whole little engagement party or whatever, and they've invited some of his friends from the East Coast. You know, some of his friends from DC came to town. One of his friends that he grew up that's from DC but that lives in LA, she's there. And of course, the minute she walks in, Desiree was like, now who is she? I've never heard him mention her before. I mean, is this who he cheated on me with? I mean, is this who it was? Her godmother shows up. Her godmother ain't feeling him either. Listen, y'all, listen. Lifetime, Married to Millions. Y'all are going to get enough of throwing out these innuendos about Rodney, because the godmother talking about something. I think he got some secrets, but I'm gonna keep my eye on him. His friends talking about some. Yeah, we real surprised to see who Rodney dating Desiree. We didn't think she was his type. What type did y'all think? What type? How many different ways are we going to say that this man is gay? Or at least we think he gay. How many different ways we gonna say it? I feel like Tony Braxton. How many ways? How many ways we gonna do it? Anyway, child. So we have the party, and her friend, what's her name? Sunsaray comes. Her friend comes through, and her friend ain't feeling it. Her friend ain't feeling Rodney. She's like, you cheated on my girl. You treated my girl bad. Because even before Rodney cheated, let's be clear, he wasn't treating her that nice. He wasn't treating her that great even before the whole cheating situation. So when they got ready to announce that they was engaged, baby, oh, the best friend was not here for it. And she was giving Rodney the blues, okay? She was making her little comments and her little innuendos and her little side eyes. She was not here for it at all in any way, shape, or form. Do you hear me? So finally, Desiree was like, can I, you know, pull you aside? Can we talk? So the three of them get to talking. And she said, listen, y'all are the two most important people to me. And I really don't, you know, we're going to be getting married. That's my best friend. I really don't want this to be any tension or any problems. Yes, she has a problem. You know, that's my friend. So, of course, I told her what happened. And she got a problem with the fact that you cheated. But you got to get over the fact I decided to forgive him. We're moving on with our relationship. Like, I'm going to need all y'all to get on it. And Rodney was like, listen, everybody makes mistakes. And at the end of the day, this ain't even got nothing to do with you. Like, this ain't your relationship. I ain't your man. I don't know why you tripping. I'm going to need you to calm thee down. And the friend was like, yeah, okay, whatever. It's whatever. But me and you, it's going to always be on site. I ain't got to, because once a cheater, always a cheater. Ciao. Katie and Kevin. Listen, Katie. If don't have a fucking clue was a person. Katie has decided to move to Las Vegas anyway. Even after Kevin told her don't move to Las Vegas until at least you got a job and you got your situation straight. Katie is one of those people who feels like if I make it, they will come, okay? And this is not the Field of Dreams, Katie. He done told you how he feel and he mean what he say. She was like, well, if I go to Vegas and I move in with him, even though I say it's temporary, that he's going to eventually be like, oh, it's cool having you here. Oh, I'm enjoying having you here. Oh, let's just make this permanent. Kevin said, listen, I done let you come here. I done let you come and stay here for a little while because you was just so pressed to move to Vegas and you was so pressed to be here. So I said you could come and you could stay for a little while. But please understand that I am not changing my mind. I mean what I say and I say what I mean. And what I said was, I don't want to live with you. Okay, you can stay here for a couple of weeks till you find yourself an apartment and you get yourself a little decent job, going down to the casino and go on and decide, you know, go on to be a hostess, go on to be a dealer, do something down to the casino. There's 5,000 casinos here. Go find you a good job, okay? But at the end of the day, ma'am, you getting up out of here. And Kevin said, listen, I don't want you to think that I'm going to change my mind, because I'm not. And she said, well, I mean, let's just go with the flow. And he was like, we're not going with no flow. Okay? I'm not going to change my mind. He said, listen, I appreciate you accepting it. Well, I'm not saying I accept it, but you're going to have to. Because he going to put you out his house. Kevin seemed like the type of person that will have your stuff packed by the door saying, you said you would be here 3 weeks. It's been a month. I gave you an extra week. There's your stuff. And unlike Bill, at least Bill is willing to throw his money around and told Bree mama, listen, go find her a place. I will pay the rent. Kevin ain't gonna give you no money. Kevin ain't gonna give you no money. No, he's not. Anyway, girl, y'all go figure that out. Let me know what you think. Talk to y'all later. Peace.